how are we doing? It's 3 o'clock here in Montreal, and yeah, it's time for a stream. Let me know the things you want to hear. Hello to Karen in New York and Jackie in Nova Scotia, Mum back at home, Stephen in Vancouver. I'm going to start with Grace, and with a capital G. I've definitely started a little bit gracelessly today, but yeah, here we go. Music. Calmly in the face of the wreckage that you wrote. The storm on pretend, the copper beach, the couches. Still we tell ourselves that nothing ever changed so much. I see it all, the grace that you send me out in the cold, oh, too cold-tongued, as much as you'd ever hold. Is it enough? As infinite as sin, cast a stone before you. All of us are fickle and unmoored. At least you're not all the things you're not. Could there be anything that you'd rather hear less? I see it all, the grace that you stole. You send me out in the cold, oh, too cold-tongued, as much as you'd ever hold. You send me out, you send me out in the cold. It's not enough. Grace from the most recent record. I'm just gonna back this up just a tiny little bit, just the tiniest little bit. How's everybody doing? If you didn't already say where you're watching from, please let me know. I love creating a mental map in my mind of where you all are. It's a real treat. Hello to Sab here in Montreal. Hello to PGH in Burnley. To the pair of you. Yeah, what's going on this week? What's new? You see these t-shirts behind me? They're new. They're new. More about those to come. More later. Yes, we're going to play Don't Mind. And if there's something you want to hear, put it in the chat so it will appear up there. Thank you. Thank you. Strong words if you don't mind. Big wounds in your short lives. Don't mind me while I'm saying goodnight, but you can't tell what comes out of my mouth. Was it wisdom pearls, or was it turpentine? But you don't mind, but you don't mind, but you don't mind, but you don't mind, you don't mind, 'cause you don't mind, 'cause you don't mind, 'cause you don't mind. That was Don't Mind. I see some requests popping in there. La 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 la. Okay. Sailboat racing in the English Bay at 6 p.m. today. Are you racing, Stephen? Or you're watching? Hello to Punsy Punzenberger in the mountains. Holding steady. Let's see if I can remember that. I think the words are in my list if I in case I don't. That's a great request. That's the wonderful Rob Dixon who played a stream some moons ago now. But he's based up in Yukon, I believe. Somewhere very far north. Whitehorse. Those like colored named places like Yellowknife and Whitehorse. One of those. Yeah, let's have a go at that. It's a beautiful song. It's his favorite song. My favorite song of his that he has written. Maybe a little bit of electric on this. And You Never Wash Up After Yourself. Some Radiohead. Love it. Karen wants to hear Once. Maybe someone can put that into the list. Actually, if you want to try it, Karen, if you type in !SR, all connected, and then Once, it should make it appear, I believe. Silence that I clung to, I lost control. collecting memories of all kind, holding steady, reeling from the way they're marching time. Sand by the sea, sons of our children paddling free. Remember my mother and the voice in the yard said I cling to. Memories of old mine, holding steady, reeling from the weight of the marching tide. I was holding steady from Rob Dixon, Yukon artist. I've decided that it's Yukon, whether or not he is. Good afternoon, Lauren, watching from Rhode Island. Is this the first? This is maybe the first stream you've caught on Twitch. If there's anything you want to hear, type it in the chat, and I'll move it to the top of the queue, just for you. Or you can follow the instructions that Stolen from Poets put just before that. And thank you to Scott so much for the contribution. If anybody wants to support, to donate, here is the link in the chat to do so. And yeah, I'm going to play Once by Karen here. Depeche Mode. Of course you want some Depeche Mode. I should learn some. Okay, if you keep watching in the next few weeks, I'm going to see if I can learn something. Yep, that's up there. That is up there. Where am I going to go here? Once for Karen. The soft exhaust seep still makes you creep. The tile decipher roll. Steps ring sweet. Concrete feet, a purpose that follows the fools. Fight that need to go by feel. Voices that count will call. You're back on the right side now. You burn through the middle, but you stick to the side. Cruel the right shore of the arm. We're trained of all experience. You're crashing lines again. Once you didn't know, once you didn't know, once you didn't know. Once you didn't know, once you didn't know, once you didn't know. When faith is lost, all sense of humor gone. But the worst of it, you won't fight it alone. That was once for Karen. And Lauren, I know that you you want some Depeche Mode. I can't deliver on that, but there's a list here. If you go and click on that button, that link, it will take you over to the list of songs that I can mostly play. I am looking very tanned, it's true. The sun came out this week. It's fortunately raining today, so I don't feel bad that I'm missing out on anything. But yeah, the last few days has been like 20 degrees. Beautiful springtime here in Montreal. Do you have that down in Rhode Island, Lauren? Or Karen down in New York? It's some of your Croatian tan. Send it in the mail. I'm gonna have a go at that Sufjan Stevens track that Stephen requested last week, and I said that I needed to practice it. Also, Lauren, are you gonna make it up here? You gonna make it up from Rhode Island to Montreal for the final shows? Maybe you can carpool with Karen, who might come up from Buffalo. That's convenient, right? That's on the way. They're both in the States. Because yes, the last few shows are coming up in Montreal and Ottawa next weekend. Tickets for the Saturday show are running pretty low. That one's going to sell out in advance for sure. And I just keep every single day, I keep confirming new friends who are going to join me for those shows. They're just going to jump up, play in a song, sing on a song, and it's going to be a ridiculous cast of amazing Montreal musicians, and it's going to be different both nights. So if you live in Montreal, maybe consider just going to both shows, or if you're traveling up here for the show. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I missed anything in here in the chat. Keep on chatting so that I do miss things. But yeah, I want to have a go at this Sufjan Stevens song here. Let me see how we're doing. The dress looks nice. On you. And you and you. Everybody. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. See a lot of bright in you. I can see a lot of life in you. And I think the dress looks nice on you. I can see a lot of life in you. I can see a bed and make it too. I can see a fireside turn blue. And I think the dress looks nice on you. I can see a lot of life in you. When the world looks back, when the face looks after that, I can see a lot of life in you, yes, I can see a lot of life in you. I can see a bed and make it too. I can see a fireside turn blue. And I think the dress looks nice on you. I can see a lot of life in you, yes, I can see a lot of life in you. I can see a lot of life in you, yes, I can see a lot of life in you, yes, I can see a lot of life in you. I can see a lot of life in you. Yes, I can see a lot of life in you. Yes, I can see a lot of life in you. Yes, I can see a lot of life in you. Yes, I can see a lot of life in you. Yes. The dress looks nice on you. By Ye Olde Sufjan Stevens. Great track. Great track. Isn't it? Okay. What do we see here? There's so many songs. You're very requesty today, which I consider to be a wonderful thing. That's what I want. Never feel like you're requesting too many songs. I want to play all of the songs. This is that their Radiohead track. Keep the requests coming. Keep them all coming. Must get out once in a while. Everything is starting to die. The dust settles, the worms dig, the spiders crawl over the bed. I must get out once in a while. I eat all day and I'm fine. Yesterday's meal is hugging the plate. You never wash up after yourself. You Never Wash Up After Yourself by Radio Tet. Thank you for all the whistling compliments, particularly to my father, who has admired my whistling, apparently. It's a good range, that one. And when you've got a bunch of reverb on, it helps a little bit, you know. It's like you're in a little cave. It's been sunny in New York, back and forth. That's good to hear. And we got a second for a Depeche Mode request. Let me know which. It's got to be that. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed. That's got to be the one, right? Got to work on that one. And Karen's going to pick up Lauren in Rhode Island on the way up to the show next week. That's perfect. Johnny, welcome. Please no spoilers for the Champions League game. I'm going to watch that afterwards. That's perfect. I'm going to take a moment and tell you about these beautiful t-shirt and tote bags behind me. I'm gonna grab them. I didn't have the forethought to put them closer to hand, but basically, I love these t-shirts. We've only got a few left. I was gonna only sell them at the shows, but I've put some up on the internet. I don't know if I'm gonna repress them afterwards. Do you press t-shirts? Maybe. But look at that. It's Sydney Smith designed this. The amazing children's illustrator. He's wonderful. They got the tour dates on the back. Juste comme ça. And a tote bag. Karen is the proud owner of one of these. Karen, yours is going in the mail tomorrow. But if you want to get one of these t-shirts or tote bags, don't hang around because there's not very many left. Here is the link. And I'm going to put a little QR code that you can scan from that. Please don't order any medium t-shirts because we've only got like 5 left. Anyway, that is that. If I want to do an edit of this video later, I've screwed up my continuity because the t-shirt and the tote bag have swatched sides. Okay, let's get some of these songs. I do have pants that are not black. It's true. Enough yakking. Let's play some songs. Let's have a go at Private Universe. Yes, okay. And this... I love this Radiohead. Radiohead? This Crowded House song. No time, no place to talk about the weather. Promise of love is hard to ignore. They said the chance wasn't getting any better. Labor of love is ours to endure. Highest branch on the apple tree was my favorite place to be. I could hear them breaking free, but they could not see me. I will run for shelter, endless summer lift the curtains. Feels like nothing matters in a private universe. I have all I want, is that simple enough? A whole lot more I'm thinking of. Every night about 6 o'clock, the birds come back to the pond to talk. They talk to me, birds talk to me. If I go down on my knees, I will run for shelter, endless summer lift the curtains. Feels like nothing matters in a private universe. And it's a pleasure I have known. And it's a treasure I have gained. And it's a pleasure that I have known. It's a tight squeeze, but I won't let go. Time is on the table and the dinner's cold. I will run for shelter, endless summer lift the curtains. Feels like nothing matters in a private universe. I will run for shelter, endless summer lift the curtains. It feels like nothing matters in a private universe. It's Private Universe by Crowded House. Stolen from Poets says that the channel is at 184 followers. Do we reckon that we can get it to 190 by the end of the show? Very good shout, because a lot of the people who are watching today, you're not technically followers. So I think that what you need to do is just, if you kind of like minimize the video, if you're on full screen, there should be like a little follow button underneath. Maybe it's got a heart or something like that. Maybe Stolen from Poets can check for me and confirm exactly what you need to do in order to follow. I'm going to check back on that in a few minutes. You get an extra request for everybody who follows between now and the end of the show. What do we have here? Unfazed, a bit of piano stuff. Ren. So many songs. I'm going to play one more and then we'll do the Badger Cam. There needs to be some more Badger content, right? Great request there, by the way. I didn't realize that was you, Lauren. That totally makes sense. 80s, 90s. So Stolen from Poets, if you look at like a different channel, if you like quickly go and look at a different channel, you'll see the viewers if you weren't already a moderator on this one. Can I do Stone Arch? Stone Arch, I'm gonna postpone Stone Arch for next week because that's in a different tuning and I always mess it up when I try and do it when I haven't done it for a while. So let's do a bit of piano. Let's do Unfazed. And I know what else I can tell you. I can tell you that we have guests. We finally have guests coming up for the first time in a long time. This week, no, not this week. Next week and the week after, we have one of Canada's greatest songwriters coming up next week, and then one of the UK's greatest songwriters. So make sure that you're watching. If you follow the channel, then you'll get a notification as well. Or if you turn the notifications on. You've got two jobs, follow and turn the notifications on. But it's going to be next Wednesday, 3 p.m. The weekend after, the week after, 3 p.m. Same time every week, but no, not that poster. This poster. Next week, we got the one and only Mr. Michael Furstack joining. We're yet to decide exactly how it's going to go. Maybe I'm going to accompany him again. Maybe we're going to do it by Skype. We will see. Stolen from Poets says, so click the heart. Click the heart underneath. Everybody right now, minimize your video and click on the heart if you haven't already done it. And tell me if you have already done it and you'll get a pat on the back. But yeah, next week, Mr. Michael Furstack just released his new album, Eternity Mongers. And then the week after, the wonderful Nev Clay from Newcastle in the northeast of England. I think he's one of the finest songwriters of the last 30 years. And he hasn't put an album out for about 20. And he just this week put his album up for pre-order on Bandcamp. And there's 2 tracks up there. So I'm going to put that link in the chat so everybody can go and listen. I know there's quite a few Nev fans on here. I didn't turn that QR code off yet. That's annoying. Yeah, quite a few Nev fans on here. Nev flans. So go and click on that link and you can listen to his upcoming album. A couple of tracks from that. Piano. It's over here. I'm going to maybe do a little a refocus here so that it's a little bit more appropriate. And I'm going to turn the requests off because they get in the way of my old noggin. Okay. We good? We have to do like the little bring the focus over here thing. Did that work? I think so, yeah.
How did we walk away, consumed in fires of all sorts, a scratch that knocked and stayed, a manifested onslaught. Don't wake up when it rains, silence should stay. Inside some more quicker, a strain refrain I taught Rome, but switching sides for sound, the wood closes over. Don't wake up when it rains, don't trail this way. You won't I'm getting back to sleep. You say you're not faced until the fire ran out. You'd stay and fight and open, but switching side for sound. The wood closes over. Don't wake up when it rains. Silence should stay. Sleep through it all as though there'll be no pain.
That is Unfazed. I am going to do that Beatles song because I'm already at the piano to minimize the work that this poor cameraman has to do over here. Where are we here? For No One by Los Beatles, as they're mostly known. Okay, I've had the wrong thing up the whole time. This is why things have sounded a bit strange to me. It's all going to start to feel normal. So I think we should be back in business. Oh yes, much, much louder. Apologies. Apologies for having everything set up wrong. We should be in business now. Adjust your sound. It's going to be this volume now. Whoops.
Your day breaks, your mind aches. You find that all the words of kindness linger on when she no longer needs you. She wakes up, she makes up, she takes her time and doesn't feel she has to hurry. She no longer needs you, and in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You stay home, she goes out. She says that long ago she knew someone, but now he's gone. She doesn't need him. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says her love is dead. You think she needs you. Your day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times when all the things she said will fill your head. You won't forget her. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years.
All right. Back in position. Yeah, I hope my sound mix-ups didn't cause too much problem. You probably just had to turn up and turn down, right? Okay, how about a little bit of Mum's, no, Dad's Badger Cam, because this week we have something very special. As regular viewers will know, we have there's a night vision camera in Mum and Dad's garden back in Lancashire, and you know, each week there's all kinds of animals that pop up on there. But my dad sent me some stuff a while back because he has the original Badger Cam. That's what he claims anyway. So we have some handheld footage, and Dad, you'll have to let me in on the secret of like when this was filmed. But this is a good like long form little story. So we're gonna watch some of this. This is a little bit of the original Dad's Badger Cam from back in the day. Nice and loud. It's nice and loud. Where do we need to go? Over here. Here we go. Also, what is badger in blaireau? Blaireau is badger in French. I forgot for so long. I remember Tony Blaireau, and it's Dax in German. If you've got any other languages for me of the badgers, but look, there's two. I totally thought there was just one hanging out there, and it turns out there's two. But if there's any animal behavior experts on here, if you can inform me as to whether these are like little badger pups who are having a play, if it's like two badgers having a fight, if this is like the lead up to mating, I don't know. But I'm pretty impressed with Dad's camera work, right? That must be a pretty serious zoom on that camera. And I think this is quite late at night. I think not late at night, but late in the evening. Hence the slight blurriness of it, because whatever the thing is turned up so that you can get enough light into the camera. I know about these things. What do you reckon? Fighting, playing, something elsing? That's maybe like actually how dark it is. Hello, Sylvius Slashy. Sylvius Slashy, welcome. It's double badger. It's two badgers. I don't think we have beavers in England. Maybe they've been reintroduced, rewilded in some parts of the country. Anyway, it goes on somewhat like this for about another 5 minutes. So, you know, maybe that's enough for now. The wonderful Badger Cam. I'm going to keep going with the requests. Sylvius, is there anything that you would like to hear? If you type in !RR, it will put a random request in there. Or if you go to this link that I'm about to put in here, then you can see the list of songs that I know how to play, in theory. And we've got a few still to come, still loaded up, but I'll put you to the front of the queue if you want to request something. Mum says Badger Cubs playing. Because, I mean, there's no scale. Like, I need, like, a smaller badger or a larger badger next to that badger to know the age of the badger. Anyway, gonna get on with this. This is Wren. This is a really old song. This is maybe like the first Paper Beat Scissors song. Hands up if you have a hand-sewn paper envelope with a CDR of this song in.
Wasted in the morning like you sleep, I had majesty. The feeling in the stomach stomach, is it rising up to be? I know that I shouldn't, but I'll call you anyway, as if it's to be. He's talking to the bottle with a steeple on its side. Your father started crowing 'cause he didn't like the sight. Full of these cliches bounding around my room. My filter's on the blink. I've won another battle now, I think I'd better leave. All your seats are taken, so you're stranded next to me. And now it seems as if the cynicism's eating you alive. Just feed it to me. You snuck into my present with appalling energy, and you're smashing all the china as you go. I've never got a minute, but I lost it all this time. Just feed it to me, yeah. When I've been scratching your names in the toilet wall, a fear of what was left when all there was before. As if I wasn't tired of everyone's advice. You started catching fire. You're so nauseous and tired. Making decisions that would weigh on you forever. Is this all platitudes I can say? I guess I'm innocent, just looking out the window like you got yourself an offer that you can't say no. Who called you bluff with your city boy and said that you've been a city girl? Why do you hide all of these? So that was Ren from the, that very first EP. Nick Drake, Pink Moon, that is a great request, Sylvius. Great shout. And it's not a diss track. Who would Nick Drake be having a feud with? This is in reference to Drake and Kendrick Lamar's ongoing feud. Pink Moon diss track. Who would he be dissing? Like Fairport Convention or something? You've got one of those, Auntie Leslie? You've got one of the original paper sleeve things. Just a little note for anybody who's watching on YouTube afterwards, make sure you go and follow on Twitch, because these things only go live on Twitch now. There are no more YouTube live streams. There's a link in the video description. There you go. Very important. Pink Moon. Okay, here we go. Betty came by on her way. Said she had a word to say about things today and falling leaves. Said she hadn't heard the news, hadn't had the time to choose a way to lose. Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the plan for lilac time. You requested Pink Moon, damn it. Okay, I'll play Pink Moon if you come next week. If he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows, and don't suppose it's meant for me. Betty came. Betty said she prayed today for the sky to blow away, or maybe stay. She wasn't sure, for when she thought of summer rain drifted through her mind again, she lost the pain and stayed for more. Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the band. I'm feeling free. If he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows, I don't suppose it's meant for me. Oh, how they come and go. Oh, how they come and go.
Riverman, not Pink Moon. My apologies. Anna, if you can put Pink Moon in the request list for Sylvius for the next time around. I'll play it next week, I promise. So you got to come back, Sylvius. It's true, though. It is just a capo. So much of... For the non-guitar nerds out there, these guitars are typically tuned to 6 particular notes, and Nick Drake is constantly changing the tunings of his strings so that you have to make different shapes to make the different chords. And it's a really common thing with him, but this is one of the few songs of his that I know that is standard tuning, but then the chord shapes are chord shapes that I've never seen this one before, or like that one. I never played that one. It's got all these fun janky chord shapes. Okay, I'm going to take one more request. So what do you want to hear? While you all think about it, just a reminder about the shows. Next weekend, people are traveling internationally to come to these shows. So if you live in Montreal, get yourselves a ticket and get down there. These are going to be so nice. Also, found out May 20th, so that's 18th and 19th are Saturday, Sunday. May 20th is a holiday. It's a holiday Monday. So you basically get 2 Saturdays for the price of one there. So no excuses. Yeah, what's this final song going to be? Pink Moon is in the request list for next week. And I think Matthias popped up in there, right? Big shout out and thank you to Matthias for lending me his guitars out east on the last little run. Yeah, what do we have, people? What would you like to hear? If you're not sure, you can type in !RR and it will put a random request into the feed. Nothing compares? I can have a crack at that. It's been a good long while. Stone Arch is in there, and I promised that I would play it next week because I need to check that one. Do you not see it? Seems like a burn. And for those of you who are regular watchers, yeah, I'm moving to Berlin at the end of this month. So I'm going to be streaming every Wednesday until then. Once I get to Berlin, there's definitely going to be a break for a little while, and I'm not really sure how, if, or when I'm going to be able to get to it again. You know, it requires finding a space where I can stream. So I want to make sure that I can keep doing it, but if you enjoy these, make sure that you watch this week, next week, the week after that as well, while I can still do it here in Montreal. Because yeah, who knows? Maybe these are going to be the last ones. Thank you, Jackie, so much for the contribution. Again, if anybody else wants to support, here is the link to do so. It will ask you for a username. Just don't put any spaces in it. That's the only thing you have to not do. And you can donate by PayPal or credit card, and there's no minimum donation. And your contributions have kept this thing going for 4 years, and I'm forever grateful for that. I will also do Life in a Glass House next week for you, Sylvia, so you've got double reason to come back. Yeah, so this is Nothing Compares to You by Prince/Sinead O'Connor. You decide. Up to you.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I can go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I could eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing said, nothing can take away these blues. Nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you, like a bird without a song. Nothing could stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see. It would only remind me of you. And guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. He's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I know that living with you, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. Ah, 'cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. 'Cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. 'Cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you.
That was the wonderful Prince / Sinead O'Connor with Nothing Compares to You. Thank you so much, Matthias, for the contribution today. And thanks everybody for being here, for watching, for sharing this. It's always such a lovely treat, and I'm going to miss it if I do finish doing it when I get over to Germany. So let's all just like embrace this as much as we can over the coming month or so. Yeah, I'll see you next week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. in the UK, 9 p.m. Central Europe, noon on the East Coast, just for you, Stephen. Okay, bye-bye.